absolutely smashing. And thanks a lot to Anthony and Sonia. Well, now, I want to talk to someone who's sitting here in our audience with her husband. His name is Mark, and they have two lovely children, Shane and Courtney. And yes, surprise, surprise, it's you, Dawn Messenger. Where are you, Dawn? Where are you, sweetheart? Please come and join me on the sofa. Come on, Dawn. Well, I have to say, your lovely Mark sitting up there wrote and told me all about your story. And my goodness me, that goes way back a long time, because it goes back to when, well, before you were born, just before you were born. In fact, your mum and dad actually split up just before you were born. Is that right?
Yeah.
And when you were just around about 2 years old, your father emigrated to New Zealand.
Yeah.
So you lost all contact with your dad, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, unbeknownst to you, Dawn, your dad did come back to Britain to try and find you and your sister, Lorraine. But he couldn't find you. No such luck. And then his time ran out and he had to then go back to New Zealand. Now, you and your sister, Lorraine, you were determined to find your dad, weren't you?
Yeah.
Well, what steps did you take? What did you do?
Well, we asked an aunt who lived in Liverpool to try and trace my brother and sister who lived, you know, we thought lived with him. But she couldn't. And then we went through the Salvation Army when she didn't get anywhere.
Yes. And eventually the Salvation Army, I believe, in New Zealand helped you out too.
That's right.
Now, since then, you've actually made contact with your dad on the phone, and you continue to write to him.
Yeah.
What was that first moment when you spoke to your dad on the phone like?
Nerve-wracking.
Nerve-wracking. Yeah. Very nervous and scared.
Yeah.
You were scared.
I was scared.
Well, I know you and your sister Lorraine have been desperate to see your dad ever since you've made contact. I mean, have you got any hopes of going to New Zealand to see your dad?
My sister went at Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah,
but you've yet to meet your dad.
It'll be a long time, yeah.
Because you've got no memories of him whatsoever, have you?
No.
Well, that time has come now to meet your dad, Dawn, because he's right here. We've flown him all the way over from New Zealand to be with his little girl once again. Here he is. Come in, Dad. I have to say, if I can prise you away just a little bit, you do look like your dad. You do, doesn't she, ladies and gentlemen? She looks a bit like her dad there. You look lovely. Well, now I've got a little surprise for both of you here, because you actually thought your Lorraine was at home looking after the two children. Your children, in fact, the two grandchildren you've never met.
Right.
Well, she is looking after the children, but she's not at home. She's brought your grandchildren along here to meet you for the first time ever. And here they are. Come in, Lorraine. Bring Shane and Courtney with you. Come on, girl. Reaching out, holding hands, reliving memories as we smile through the years, the tears, the fears disappear. Life is full of surprises. It's surprising how dreams come true. Life is full of surprises, and the nicest surprise in my life is you. Well, that's all we have time for this week, I'm afraid. I'd like to say a very big thank you to everyone who's taken part in tonight's show. Robert Beck, Jimmy Cricket, Derek Bell, Sonia and Mark Almond. We will be back next week with lots more surprises, so until then, ta-ra for now. Ta-ra